Hey, Gutfoxx here. Today we have my 1-year anniversary video on YouTube. It's been a crazy year, so I'm going to go through my top 10 favorite videos on the channel. The sponsor today is you guys. Wouldn't be doing it without you, and, well, me too, because I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't a person. Alright, so let's get started with honorable mentions right away.
I really need run support for my corners, and 49 block shed. Like, I didn't even know that stat could go that low.
Block shed. We're talking about the run, right? Did I tell you about his running abilities? 98 speed. I don't think anybody can beat that run. All right, so against cover 4, far left wide receiver, we'll run an out route. So that's an easy 4 yards, but it's only 4 yards. Today are bricks, the things I throw on the basketball court and on the street. Face tattoos. Flight of the Conchords. By walls that jump out of nowhere. Good music. There's foul language, brought to you by my opponent. It is complaint jars. It's protesters. Scholastic Testing Center. You should rip off Hearthstone's arena mode. Here's an arena draft for those who don't play Hearthstone. Basically, you have a selection of 3 cards to pick from. You get 30 picks. The rarity of each card is random. So you can get 3 legendary cards in one draft, or you can get none at all. Today's situation is that you are on offense and have driven down the field 68 yards so far in your 2-minute drill, all off the back of your passing game. You both have 3 timeouts to use. You have successfully brought the clock down to under 1 minute with 12 yards to tie up the game. Your opponent has been mixing cover 3 with cover 2 the whole game and sending occasional heat. Your goal is to score and leave your opponent with as few seconds and timeouts as possible. He's done well to shut down your run game. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Hey, today Belly Squirrel stepping in for Gutfoxx for this Joe Thomas player review. Drafted 4th overall by the new Cleveland Browns, he's been playing so well in his time there, it'd bring tears to a glass eye. 8-time Pro Bowler, he's been laying a hurting since he came to the league by and by time ago. I'm a-fixin' to get onto Joe's tally now. Joe Thomas is 6'6", tall enough to go duck hunting with a rake. 312 pounds and a disposition tender as a judge's heart. Hey, Gutfoxx here. We got some head-to-head action today. I enjoyed putting this one together. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So we go deep, throw it up to Odell. Mr. 99 gets out-jumped by free safety Megatron.
No!
Coming out of the nose there at the end was a nice little touch for that one. And he goes across the middle, but we get the pick.
I took your fucking pancakes, bitch! You can't have them back!
Cover 2, so you want to go to the corner, and Hines Ward's there to toe tap.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat.
What do you think out of those 3?
1.
Okay, well, Herman Moore's a good choice. I mean, Reggie White, though, is a really solid one.
Whites are responsible for your sorry state.
Oh, okay. So we won't take Reggie White. So, let's get into the top 10. If you're still here after the kid throwing up, we can be friends. I like you, guy. But let's get right into it. The top 10 favorite videos on the channel. I'm going to show a little clip of them, then talk a little bit about them, and we'll play by beer. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Now it's time for our wrap-up. Let's give it everything we've got. Ready? Begin.
So Madden Alphabet Aerobics took spot number 10. You know, I don't think it turned out as well as it could have, really. I'm not a good rapper, and it's much harder to alliterate Madden in football terms than I thought it would be going in. Took me a little longer than I'd like to admit to write the lyrics, but don't let anyone ever tell you making music is easy. But it made spot 10 for me because I put myself out there and I tried it. Let's see a little bit of the verse. Exciting embarrassment. Flankers fumble freaking out in my front four. Flea flickers fly, fooling friends you fend for. Gridiron glitch gives gas for gaming. GG giving graciously gloating. Halfback habituates hands to the face. Hard hustle, Hail Mary, Heisman horse race. Insane interceptions, iron inches. VMI's invented I sit inside. Juke jack, jumbo joker, Jim Jamboree. Juvenile junk jargon, just joking.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
So the number 9 ranked video is my first pack opening, where I calculated all the coin values of the packs. Something I thought that people hadn't done to really, associate a value with packs and give a current hard number to how unworth it they really are. It was an analytical bend to the channel that sets us off on the right foot and something I could take pride in helping the community with. That pack was valued at 14,673 coins, which is a little bit less than the 70,000 coins it would have took to buy this.
You are number 8. You are really great.
This next one is a player review that I just really love doing. The first of back-to-back player reviews to make this list. Spoiler warning. It was fun to bring a relatively unknown player into the limelight and show what somebody with just a lot of speed and height and spec catch can do on the football field as a user. Alright, here we go. Hey, Gutfoxx here. It's Wednesday and we got a review. The sponsors let me askew you a question. Is it fate to get blue without a clue on how your crew spews the overdue Cordon Blues? So screw you, says Nate Askew as he looks through your new canoe and spews poo on your goat fondue. I'm releasing this video today as I feel Nate Askew hasn't gotten the love he deserves. Much like my children.
Thank you, Jack Daniels. Oh, number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking in heaven. And angels start to look good to me. They're gonna have to deport me to the fiery deep. Oh, thank you, Jack Daniels. Oh, number 7.
This next one is probably the most interesting character study / interview I've done and probably will ever do. Tails the Fox, how do you describe the indescribable? I would do yourself a favor and take a listen to this 30-minute interview or so and just judge for yourself. Here's a clip. I wanted to include so many of them. Could you tell us a little bit more about your history, where you live, college at all, or anything like that?
I didn't go to college. I had a thing to go to Auburn before I messed up my Achilles and I was being scouted.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool.
I lived near Atlanta most of my life.
Okay, cool. Did you study at all at Emory University? I saw on Reddit you posted you had some med training there.
Yep.
Okay.
I went there, and then after a while, I just kind of gave up on it.
Okay.
The reason I said I didn't care is because, like I said, I pretty much knew I had Hodgkin's a few months ago because I drank alcohol, and there's only one disease on earth that gives you burning lymph nodes when you drink alcohol.
Oh, wow. So you knew that off the top of your head. You seem to be pretty knowledgeable about things.
I wasn't kidding about the genius IQ. I just don't ever use it.
Well, that seems like a waste if you don't use your genius IQ. Why do you feel that way?
In all honesty, because I'm lazy.
So I did miss the part, I couldn't hear it, about, so you're in your son's room, or you're in your room with a lot of pictures of your son, and you had the gun, and did your son save your life?
That's the reason I didn't put it to my head.
Okay. So you put it to your chest, and you pulled the trigger?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Let fate decide.
So you shot yourself in the chest, and you were in the hospital for how long?
Yeah, still with it. I was, and then I signed out against medical advice because I hate hospitals.
Tails, I'm losing you.
I was in there for Georgia's minimum amount of observation, and then I just signed out against medical advice.
Let's see. I got it! So, what? We'll work up a number 6 on him. Number 6? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that one. Well, that's where we go riding into town. A whopping and a whopping. Every living thing that moves within an inch of its life. Except the women folks, of course. You spare the women? No, we rape the shit out of them at the number 6 dance later on.
I think I'm funnier than I really am. So these head-to-head that I had scripts for one-liners, I really like them. That's why they're number 6. Judge for yourself. I'm sure we'll come to different conclusions. Wilfork tackling Jamal. I think people really like him. I'd call him Jamal of America. Jamal Zoolander Charles can't go left. Took me to the shed. One more time. We get it off. Johnson with the bad animation. Like the time I tried to create a flip book in middle school. Let's see, we get a tackle at about the 20. Nice work. Oh, 21, guys. Peppers with the animation. Just in the wrong spot, wrong time. My life story. To the flats, like a woman's shoe. Here we go, pass. Oh, 3-on-1. Oh, he caught the ball. He caught the ball in the middle of 3 men like a mishap in the San Fernando Valley. Deep pass. Hit by Atwater like some breaking dam.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
Alright, this next one is what I like to call the Cool Ranch Doritos incident. Somebody asked me about comparing them to nacho cheese Doritos on the Sunday mailbag, and this rant is shortened greatly from its original size. Enjoy. Hey, Gutfoxx here. It's Sunday and you know what that means, mailbag day. The sponsor today are fair and balanced reviews. So the first question is Cool Ranch or nacho cheese? It's clearly nacho cheese. Cool Ranch comes from ranch dressing, that creamy white substance that reminds me of gorilla cum. Cool Ranch was released as a flavor in 1986, the year before Jeffrey Dahmer started to run around Milwaukee eating people. I have it from 2 sources that Cool Ranch Doritos inspired his killings. Cool Ranch is the type of flavor that gets invited to your house, shits in the upper deck of your toilet, wipes with the towels, then proceeds to poke holes in all of your skank daughter's condoms, giving you shit toilet water for your dog to drink, pink eye, a teenage pregnancy, and eventually another mouth to feed, replacing your dead dog who passed due to intestinal failure. Cool Ranch is what I'd feed ISIS instead of American explosives. I'd give them chemical warfare in the same way we use Britney Spears as psychological warfare. Let them eat the chip and have their own body produce the gas that kills them.
I am number 4.
This next one I borrowed inspiration from Bartle's taxonomy of player types. It was pretty well received. I got a lot of feedback about what type of players people think they are. It was fun to put together because I was kind of analyzing, a little bit of myself in each type of player, but it was kind of hard to really pin myself down as one, and I think that's like a lot of people. We're multitudes. So give it a listen and tell me what you think you are in the comments below. The 7 types of Madden players are achievers, traffickers, explorers, socializers, killers, dreamers, and solitarians. The achievers are the Mutt Master completionists, the one who like to see their name at the top of the leaderboard or be the first to complete a set or challenge. They get their joy from hard challenges and overcoming them. They're the ones that want to get the highest overall cards on their squad and achieve the maximum rating for their squad overall.
Three is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
So number 3 are the testing series that I've done for Madden. I've tested everything from defensive awareness, strength, QB release times is what you're going to see here in a second. But I'm going to link the playlist to my testing because I hope they help the community learn more about the game we all enjoy. There are videos on a more analytical side of the channel, and I hope they helped you because they were a labor of love for myself. So everybody gets the ball out similarly fast when throwing short, and I don't know why some short times are longer than medium times. If you have an idea, let me know in the comments. It could just be the animations, I'm not so sure. And the solid performers like Brady and Rodgers, I went back and tested them again and some others to make sure I didn't screw up the first time. They tested the same the second time around.
There's something I noticed. It's how uncomfortable it is for some people to go number 2 in public places.
So here, I'm going number 2 in a public place. It's the first video I did that explored the other side of YouTube with the video editing effects, and boy did I go overboard. It's only a minute long, so I'm playing the whole thing. Enjoy Michael Bay directing Bad Boys 3 in Madden. Yo, it's Gutfoxx. Michael Bay decided to direct today's video. Have your mind blown every which way. Kickoff returners, catching the ball. He's dead. Oh my god, that ball blew him to shreds. Hand off to the RB. Oh gee, he's gone like Brazilian trees. My man, look at that spin. It's a sin. He's breaking shins. But he fell just like Berlin. This part's nasty. I blurred it so hot coffee doesn't cause your rhinoplasty. To the snitch to switch. The QB fired like a witch. Running on the sideline like the newspaper's byline. Saying to make a divine vine. Players up to down now. What's next? Flying cows. Watch what you say with your cachet or natural disasters will pray. Lightning storm. Oh my. And now tornado. Get Jordy Foster to the shelter before the heat of my team melter. Why aren't you being sucked into the tornado, guys? Because Madden doesn't try. Oh my. What a surprise. Prize. A new Madden throws the guys over our eyes. Don't wipe your screens with the stained night train lane. It's Bane snatching objects out of planes like it's mundane to obtain and not an insane coupe de main. Screen beat about, roll out, now rocket route, touchdown. Come on, baby, light my fire. Lens flare, if you dare. Wide receiver scram, hit split slams, picked up a man, throw deep and wham, hit like a ram. Directed by J.J. Abraham. Night vision goggles get me out of boondoggles, gets me 6 ticks. Flat passes are a bore, so I split it less than half a score. hard hit like a whore. Earthquake in Northern California. We haven't seen this much devastation since 1906. That QB is now in the River Styx.
1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
And for my number 1 spot, my favorite video I've done is my interview with Dre Archer's 64 overall card. I thought of this video as I was drifting in and out of sleep in my chair, adding silver players to badge sets. At some point, the card took on a personality of its own, so what did I do? What I do best. I interviewed it and brought on a surprise guest to shake things up in the same vein as my hero, Jerry Springer. Enjoy, guys. Alright, one thing I want to ask you about is why do you have a French accent? Weren't you born in Florida? Why do you have a shit accent when you were born in a vagina? Your carrying status is only 69. 69 is a wonderful number. It's my favorite, in fact. You should be glad I have that number, as you've never had it. And as to fumbling, when I fumble, it goes out of bounds because I'm running next to the sidelines. No problem, we keep the football. But if I could just ask a few questions about how you two are dealing with the situation, you know, 2 silver Dre Archers and if it's weird. Is that a fucking question, cowboy? Well, I'll answer it anyways. It ain't weird for me, I'm the best, he sucks. You nail your beak. I will not, Frenchie White Flag. Or should I say, Frenchie White, hey, remain civilized right here. Alright, but he started it. He clearly didn't. But back to what I was saying, I'm the fastest man in the game. I'll burn past you carrying a match and have a lit cigarette by the time I'm in the end zone. Viewers, I apologize for this brief interview. I guess when you get 2 electric runners in the same conversation, things tend to get a little short. So that's my list. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Here's to another year, guy. I'll see you tomorrow.
I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along, partner.